Dr. Tuepenz.
And I'm Gaplord.
And together, we are
the Juice Crew Villains.
With Mac or Die.
Alright.
I'm still hungover. Sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Make my sandwich with the wrong side of the bread. Thought I made it by a landslide, but instead I'm still hungover. Sometimes I make the wrong phone call after dark. Sometimes I make the wrong turn, then I have to pause. I know exactly how this ends, but I have to start. I still come over. I'm just living my life. 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 And I'm not living it right, but I don't give a damn. Sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Make my sandwich with the wrong side of the bread. Thought I made it by a landslide, but instead I'm still hungover. Sometimes I make the wrong phone call after dark. Sometimes I make the wrong turn, then I...
Good day, everyone. I am Gaplord, friend extraordinaire, and today we're joined by a special guest, Mac or Die TV.
Sure.
And we have an important topic today we'd like to share with you guys and talk about and get you guys input. But today we'll get a little info about an introduction from Mac or Die to see who he is and what he does, you know, and we'll add all his contact information all over here for you guys to click on. So who is Mac or Die? What do you do?
Ooh, who is Mac? Okay, first and foremost, let me appreciate you guys. Let me say thank you for having me on.
No problem.
I know you guys, your busy schedule, man. Thank you for the invitation.
For sure.
Let me say that. Mac or Die. Who is Mac or Die? Mac or Die is a YouTube alias. Mm-hmm. All right. Mac or Die. DIE stands for Doing It Every Day. Mm-hmm. Started a YouTube channel. Long story short, it was a family YouTube channel. And then it kind of snowballed into what we do right now, you know, from live streams to stuff with the cars, still family stuff with my wife. So it's just, you know what I mean? YouTube can kind of take on a mind of its own.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we started, and now we're doing a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Vlogs,
travel vlogs.
A little bit of everything, bro. Appreciate that, though.
So today we'll introduce our topic, and it's who's to blame for the demise of Black music culture? And we'll get you guys input on that. That's a broad question. So I'll ask them questions within that to get you guys' opinion. And you can answer in the order you please.
Okay.
You know, I guess usually first. But if you don't want to answer first, then Drew will go and you give your input. I add my 2 cents as usual. So to walk us into this conversation, I'll ask, who was the first group of people using sexual suggested lyrics that had an effect on music that you've noticed throughout your life?
Wow, is this directed toward me?
Both of
you can go. You can take it. I can take it. Okay. I can pop it off. I'll pop it off.
That's kind of, I guess that's a subjective question because that's to each his own. You know, if you grew up in the 70s, you may have been familiar with Curtis Blow and that kind of style. I grew up in the late 90s, I guess.
Early 80s.
Early 80s, you know, early 90s, late 90s, kind of that kind of thing. So I don't want to say gangster rap was a heavy influence, but I think what kicked off, you said the sexual content, sexual
suggestive lyrics, yeah. So you'll probably be looking at more, rap was pretty sexual suggestive too.
Back then, was it?
Baby Got Back. Yeah. I mean, that was a very suggestive. Luke, oh yeah. Uncle Luke. Mm-hmm. Can't forget about Uncle Luke.
Oh, he the king of that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. But like I said, to each his own. I wasn't really a fan of Luke like that.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said you, your personal, because everybody's gonna be like mine's gonna be different than yours, and you know.
I guess I can speak for my personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was more like the gangster rap, more like that Sebo, Brother Lynch. That was really toxic music, bro.
We got a question about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you asked the question, that's the first thing I thought of.
You said
because it was really sketchy music,
Very sketchy,
and it's to be that young
and to be listening to
it. Subliminally, you don't know what you're listening to
because we didn't have the videos for it back in the day,
and you're picturing this stuff in your mind as you're listening.
And the way you want to picture.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
You don't know what it looked like.
You don't know what it looked like. Baby did this and all of that, and you know what I mean.
Nah, for real.
and I'm not trying to dodge the question, but
no.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
when you say sexually suggestive lyrics, I guess it'd have to be Luke. But like I said, I wasn't a fan of it.
You wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening to that kind of music. My thing was more that thuggy.
Thuggish shit.
Thuggish rugged bone.
Yeah.
The thuggish rugged. Who was that girl singing that song?
Where is she?
She was singing her heart out.
So she was.
Where you go with it? Tuepenz? What you got with it?
Man, I always say the old school music. You know what I'm saying? Earth, Wind, and Fire, Reasons. You know, that's a song about having sex out of wedlock, and then after the reason fades away, all of the games that playing is over. It's over now. We gotta go home. We gotta separate. The reasons that we feel. Yeah, that's about a song about people getting drunk and having sex, and then breaking apart. Then because he talks about after these feelings fade, they disappear. And then they jamming and shit, nigga jamming. Mm-hmm. You know, old school jamming. You know, doing cocaine. And,
I didn't go that far.
Ah, man, I've been on it, bro. Because I be listening to the music still. Then I be like, all that old music.
Bobby Womack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do be seeing me like, listen to this nigga talking about.
It's old, but when you listen to it, when you old, you like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Like some Chris Brown or some anything else. Some Jodeci. Nicki Minaj, I mean, it's the same thing, but they say back in the day, I guess they say they did it in more metaphors. It was more poetic.
Yeah.
It wasn't coming out,
it wasn't
explicit,
aggressive,
but it was still sexually suggestive in the outcome.
Oh, yeah, it just wasn't forthcoming, like.
Yeah, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But it still didn't produce, good stuff for people. And I also said that it produced poor wardrobes as well, Jerry curls and, things of that nature.
Produce poor wardrobes.
It had a bad effect on the
Put
community.
that on top.
Them Jerry curls, man.
They coming back.
Why?
Yeah,
them niggas know what happened. Don't they know that Jerry curl juice seeps into gets into your pores
G
and your
that crib from LA be rocking the curl.
It's coming back. It's coming. All this
everything coming back around.
Yeah, it's a trend.
Well, y'all do y'all Jerry curls, and when that juice drip in your brain and drive you crazy, you start shooting people with Mac 10s.
I'm interested to see what Gaplord say on this because I want to. You've been kind of quiet on this one, bro.
I like to let everybody get off what they got to say.
Okay.
But for me, my first artist that I kind of noticed that was really sexually suggestive was probably R. Kelly. Yeah, my parents listened to him, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't have I listened to more rap music though, even my father. So we listened to more rap music in my house. So I wasn't even into R&B like that back then. But listen back on it now, I was still probably saying R. Kelly.
That's a great artist, though.
Yeah, he's talented. But
there you go. I like how you clean that up right there. Hey, he's talented, all right. But other than the rest of the bullshit can go.
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
So let me ask you this. Well, I ain't trying to take over.
No. You ask questions. This is open.
Okay. Since you said R. Kelly, right? And since we were so young, and knowing what we know now, does that change the way we listen to R. Kelly? Not as far as like, if you're a fan, whatever.
Yeah.
But does that change the lyrics in your mind? Just, I'm pretty sure as the audience, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying, I don't want to be too direct, but indirect.
No, see, for me, it doesn't change the way I listen to the lyrics because, like I said, I wasn't there. That's their business. Okay. I don't know if he... One way, I don't judge him for what. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay.
So I listen to the music just as the music.
Strictly music.
The music, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I am with it. Yeah, I thought you were talking about just in general.
Well, it was kind of a general question.
Yeah, I do. Well, I do listen to it differently. Music that's overly sexually explicit. I'm like, all right, man. I can't. This ain't me.
Is it too much?
Yeah, it get too much sometimes. I gotta turn it off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it get too much. I gotta turn this off, man. It's too much for me, man. This ain't even my life. It started to gross me out. I don't even live like this.
Get trick. Yeah, I don't want to hear all that.
All right, it's your business. You know what I'm saying? That's your thing. You know,
I can understand that.
The STDs
and it's hard to listen to when you got kids.
Exactly.
So it's like I can't listen.
That's
to
what
anyway.
it really
Facts.
does.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
you don't want your kids hearing that crap. But they gonna hear it.
So this is a straightforward question. Is the black? So I opened the question like, who's to blame for the demise of black music culture? But first, we really need to find out: do we think that black music has been destroyed? Like, because we never answered that question. We have to agree to say yes, it is destroyed to even ask those questions about it.
Mm-hmm. I would say I don't think it's destroyed because it's still active. Black music is still very active.
Well, let me reframe that. Is it destructive?
It's destructive.
So we need to confirm that it is destructive first.
Yes.
Before we.
It's obvious. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very destructive.
Yeah, I think.
Black rap will get everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so
black, white.
Well, we went right to rap.
Yeah,
so what was one of the most destructive rap songs that you can think of out there?
Ooh, 3 6 Mafia. I bet you won't. The club hit a motherfucker, bitch. I bet you won't push a mother.
Yeah.
I was listening to that in like 1995. Like,
what song? What about you?
It's on the tip of my tongue. What's that one? It's got to be one of them Lil Jon Eastside boys, kind of one of them.
They started at Fighting Club.
That crunk. Might get your jaw broke.
What?
Might get your car shot up.
Yeah. What?
Might get your weak. Come on, man. I'm in the
and
club.
they could be outside doing it.
Yeah. Like those chants.
Yeah,
like
chant
that type of music. That shit will start to
I mean, you
intoxicate
gotta think.
you,
That's
bro.
how you get like Spartans or something. They getting hyped like they chanting like
that stuff.
They get like your adrenaline. How would you pronounce it? So for me, I thought about this and I already had my answer. But for me, it was like Looney Coleon. Y'all might not know him, but he was in Oklahoma. He had a big influence on the East Side.
Man, that was a cold song he had though.
Yeah, but the lyrics is just like hypnotizing. It really made me want to be on some thug shit.
But you know who else had something like that? Mr. Pookie and Lucci.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just y'all was robbing niggas to that.
Yeah, we used to rob people to the music. We listen before we go kick them at the robbery. We listen to Mr. Pookie and Lucci. I'm a crook for life.
To do my dirt.
Yeah.
It'll put you in that mind frame.
Did. Walking out my mama's house. She should have beat me in the
Hypnotized
back.
by the devil.
Ready to go. Ready to go though.
Bye, mama.
I like how the Looney Coleon was. That's interesting to say though.
Because for me, I music has influenced me not anymore, but back in my younger days when I was ignorant, and my ignorance don't even compare to my peers. But so it's been moments I was listening to certain type of music, and I found myself kind of acting out some of the same lyrics they were talking about, not purposely, but it was like indirectly. It's like, damn, why am I doing this? This ain't even like me. And then it's like, damn, I'll listen to the music. I'm like, this nigga just told me to do this in the song. And it was like, shit, I really accidentally did it.
Subliminally, you didn't even know it. They done planted that seed. That's crazy.
But that's me looking back at my age now. Looking back. At the time, I'm just doing I'm thinking I'm just moving regular.
Hey, parents, if y'all wonder why your kids ain't listening, it's because they're listening to them rappers and they think they one of them.
When you young, you easily impressed.
Oh, come on
too,
now.
You know what I mean?
I see it. I mean, I was a kid that thought I was poor because of rap music. I thought I was different.
Right. You thought you
I
were
live in a
struggling,
house.
didn't it? Yeah.
You can't be poor in a house with rooms.
Right.
Video games and shit.
Video games.
You might not have everything you want, but let's just be real about this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we know people that have had nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like homies that lived in cars with their mamas. That's poor. You got a house with a refrigerator.
I go outside and I'm talking to the officer like I'm Debo. I'm like, man, this is my little brother. Don't you ever disrespect my little brother like that. Who you think you talking to? These are grown men at these times. I'm 17 years old. I'm 135 pounds. So I'm talking cash shit to the officer. I'm like,
hey, man, don't you talk to my little brother like that. They good. They with me. Woo-dee woo woo woo. Blase, blase, blase. You know what I mean? I'm going crazy. Man, who you think you talking to? You ain't gonna do nothing to me.
I walk across the street. because it was like a store across the street everybody was kind of hanging out at. So I just kind of jaywalk across the street like I'm Mr. Tough Guy, like I'm Billy Bad something. I walk across the street. And then we come back because my car was parked in the parking lot where the party was. So I come back across the street. Officer waiting on me. He done called his little homies and he called a whole squad of officers on me. It just so happened.
Sandwich with the wrong side of the bread. Thought I made it by a landslide, but instead I'm still hungover. Sometimes I make the wrong phone call after dark. Sometimes I make the wrong turn, then I have to pause. I know exactly how they say